Hello and welcome to JoyNews at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Klenam Radio Bato, Gaskia FM Techiman, and Radio Wawa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, JoyNews investigations uncover a cartel, including some staff of ECG who forged documents to sell unapproved meters to prospective consumers at exorbitant prices to enable them enjoy free electricity.
Oh, 2,000.
This one reduces a little for me. How do you go about it? I give you 1,500 when I come for it, and I give you the balance.
Okay, no problem.
Also, supplier withholds 45 dialysis machines and renal consumables over unpaid 4 million cedis debts. The Kolebu Teaching Hospital is appealing for government intervention.
The supplier had started withholding supplies of the renal consumables because of this outstanding debt.
In business,
IMF insists Ghana must secure funds, financing assurances from its external creditors to get the next tranche of $600 million. More on the Joy Business Report.
Also in this bulletin, government MPP disowns some men who stormed and disrupted a live program on United Television as they call on the police to investigate and prosecute those culpable.
To make clear that the New Patriotic Party did not sanction that activity.
Details of this and more with me, Hannah Odami. Now, a JoyNews investigation has uncovered a cartel, including some staff of ECG, who forged documents to sell unapproved meters to prospective customers at exorbitant prices. A separate meter that cost a little over 800 cedis is sold by these individuals for as high as 2,500 cedis. JoyNews investigative desk reveals how the actions of these individuals enable their power consumers to enjoy free electricity without the knowledge of ECG officers in most parts of the country.
This thing is a big moral responsibility and values fight. We need to stop. Because one of the newspapers tried to do a calculation, but he's not far off. We lose over 1 billion Ghana cedis in illegal connections. Why?
This revelation is alarming. But one fact that did not come up in the discussion is the faces behind this nation-wrecking activity. The JoyNews investigative team decided to visit ECG offices in 3 regions to ascertain the extent of the canker. At the Accra East Regional Office and Sub-Transmission Office near Makola, I met Abraham, an ECG staff at the meter's office. He said a separate meter, which ordinarily goes for 800 Ghana cedis, will cost me 2,000 cedis. He showed me documents he had processed for a different customer, but was willing to transfer it to me only if I would pay the amount.
The last time the price, you said how much? The price, how much?
Oh, 2,000.
This one reduces a little for me. How do you go about it? I give you 1,500 when I come for it, and I give you the balance.
Okay, no problem.
You heard there an investigative report. A supplier contracted by the Kolebu Teaching Hospital to supply dialysis machines and renal consumables is holding on to the consignment due to a debt of over 4 million cedis yet to be paid by the hospital. Kidney treatment and its cost have become a national issue due to the expenses involved. The hospital says it is waiting on government to respond to a proposal on the debt treatment so it can take custody of the machines. Let's hear from Chief Executive Officer of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Dr. Opokuwari Ampoma.
The supplier had started withholding supplies of the renal consumables because of this outstanding debt. Now, how did we get this debt? This debt has arisen because during the COVID period, because of the financial account, of course, our main benefactor had some challenges in meeting the payments, although he did his best. And the commitment has been made in cedis. So due to the sharp fluctuation in the exchange rate, although the amount was paid, in terms of its value, in terms of the foreign exchange component, the value has significantly dropped. So this meant that we still had a significant debt to settle.
Dr. Ampoma adds the hospital will only be able to maintain the current 360 cedis per session. Its government is prepared to subsidize the cost of dialysis treatment by almost 800,000 cedis monthly for the over 350 people on its list. Meanwhile, senior lecturer with the University of Ghana Medical School, Dr. Titus Bayo, is advocating for the inclusion of kidney and renal care to the list of ailments covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme.
There should be no discussion on increment of premium when we are capping it. What is the justification when you cap the revenue that's supposed to come to the NHI and ask for increased premium? And you take 85%, now 87-point-something%, and then you are giving them 6% in 2021 and you ask for increased premium. Increased premium to finance what? And I'm sure that the average Ghanaian will be more comfortable to discuss increased premium if they are sure that when they get the critical illness that they cannot take care of themselves. Many people can manage malaria on their own, but acute kidney dialysis, medical doctors cannot afford this.
Dr. Titus Bayo is a senior lecturer with the University of Ghana Medical School. Former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Cecilia Dapaah, has filed an affidavit at the Accra High Court challenging the second attempt of the Office of the Special Prosecutor to secure an order of the court to confirm the seizure of monies discovered in her home by operatives of the OSP and the freezing of her bank accounts, which are, according to the OSP, suspected to be tainted property. In an affidavit to opposition of the motion for confirmation of the freezing and seizure of Mrs. Dapaah's property, deposed to by Madam Cecilia Dapaah herself, the OSP's action is described in the affidavit as, quote, absurd, grounded on false accusations, and brought in utmost bad faith and brazen disregard of Acts 959 and the early ruling of the High Court dated 31st August 2023, unquote. And JoyNews will bring you more details in subsequent bulletins. Let's move on. And over 10,000 trained teachers have left Ghana to teach in the United Kingdom and other countries. The teachers were offered placements without any further assessment for qualified teacher status by the UK government. Registrar of the National Teaching Council, Dr. Christian Adaipoku, says the high attrition rate of teachers poses a great threat to the future of the nation's education sector.
The looming danger here is the experienced teachers who are leaving. And that is our worry, that experienced teachers are leaving. And if experienced teachers are leaving, and the nation is spending so much in the training of teachers, and we are not getting anything from them, then it becomes a challenge. So the conversation at the symposium was, how does government earn or get a yield from this attrition? Because we are training a lot of teachers in the country. We are not able to absorb them. Of course, we want to see some of them go. That's fine.
To other stories, the governing MPP has disowned some men who stormed and disrupted a live entertainment program on United Television Saturday night. The angry men said they were there to demand fair representation for the MPP on the show. Leader of the group said the entertainment show had become political, with the MPP and the president unfairly criticized every Saturday evening. There is the leader of the group.
He was able to sit here and tear our document. That is our property. We need him to render an unqualified apology. Again, the same person has insulted our general secretary, he has insulted our vice president, he has insulted our president. And there's nobody here to defend them. We are the youth of this country.
The police arrested 16 of them who will be put before court. The action has also attracted condemnation by the NDC, the Information Ministry, the National Media Commission, the independent presidential aspirant Alan Chomati as well. Director of Communications with the MPP, Richard Ahiagbo, says the party did not sanction the act.
To make clear that the New Patriotic Party did not sanction that activity. and will not sanction that. And so therefore, our position is to say there are other ways of dealing with issues, and certainly what happened yesterday is not.
Now, after an intense battle for academic supremacy, TI Amas established themselves as a formidable opponent over KNUST Senior High School to secure a spot in the 1/8 stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz. My colleague Jacqueline Yeboah interacted with the students after the heated contest.
Our area be this, so fire make a fire. If you fire, I go fire you. Fire make a fire. If you fire, I go fire you. Fire make a fire. If you fool, you go win.
I can't express how I feel right now because I am really amazed, and I go with the saying, don't look down upon anyone. Don't judge a book by its cover. If we were not able to qualify last year, it didn't mean that we are not coming. This time around, we came all prepared. I told you earlier on that the momentum in us is stronger. The forces in our competitors are balanced and they are ready to strike. And by His grace, we are on top of our feet. And it is a clear warning to them that they shouldn't undermine the power of Real Amas because we are strong. We want to show the world that failure is just happening.
And you'll have to tune in to JoyNews and Joy FM at 9:30 because today's contest will be live. That's it for the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. Please log on to myjoyonline.com for more news. Thank you for your company.